Greetings, ladies and gentlemen of the National English Olympics 2020. My name is Fadhi Rakhman. Today, I am standing here, being part of a generation in a world of population of over 7 billion people, scared to death that I would be invisible. I never understood what is it in blending in that makes us so happy. Is it the feeling of safety? The feeling that we are being part of something bigger than ourselves? Or simply the feeling that we are living life correctly? Have you ever looked around and see similarities in the way people talk, the way people act, the way people move? And you wonder how scared you are of being different that you're willing to change yourself, how you are willing and hoping to be invisible. Bear in mind, adaptation is a natural concept. Creatures adapt in hope of survival. However, in the concept of society, forced adaptation is the biggest threat to originality and identity. People are so afraid of being themselves. Yes, I say afraid. I believe that it is pushed by the concept of fear. Fear of being left out, fear of being alone, fear of being cast out. People are so afraid of being themselves, of being the ugly duckling in the group, that they are willing to change themselves. However, we all know how the story of the ugly duckling goes. He was simply a swan. I believe humans should be afraid of being invisible. Our time in this world is very limited. Why waste it living a life that we are not happy with? Why waste it living a life that we're not going to be remembered for? Why playing it so safe that you're stuck in level 1? People think that finding your identity is a societal business. It's in the concept of a collective consciousness. People think that your identity is shaped by the people around you. Your identity is shaped by society. I believe it's not. I believe finding your identity and being your identity requires, it's an ongoing progress. It's always going to be ongoing. It's only going to rely on you. Identity is only going to be evolved and pushed by bravery. And only by then, you can be the person that you are only meant to be. The stigma created in society that if you are different, you are wrong, has been challenged throughout the years. If you wear baggy clothes, then you're part of a gang. If you wear tight clothes, then you're inappropriate. Identity is unlike trends or beliefs in society that are subjective. Identity is being brave enough to be yourself. Why is this a problem, I think? Because humans are creatures full of potentials. We are not only adapting, we are evolving. Not just because we are scared of society, but because we are challenged by it. If you ask me if we, as a generation right now, are we scared or are we braver to become ourselves? I'm gonna tell you that we are braver. The new generation are now speaking their truth, are now being themselves. Greta, a teenager in Sweden, is now fighting major corporations in her belief of climate change. Every one of us has this potential to be something great. Have you ever wondered why every time you try to do something that you think you're great at, you feel like something is pulling you down? It's because those people that pull you down are already under you. That's the only explanation. Being brave enough to be yourself, being brave enough to shine is very contagious. If one people are willing to fulfill their purpose, in contrast to society, as long as it doesn't violate any human rights, people are going to start to follow. Being yourself is very contagious. Invincibility should never be your goal in living within a society. I believe there's a reason why people look at the sky and see and search for the stars. It's because the stars, they shine in the middle of darkness. The stars, they are fighting the darkness that surrounds them. And I believe we are stars, not meant to be dimmed and following the dark. I believe that we are not invisible.